All right, guys, welcome back. It's Punt Factor. We might as well go right into League Match 4. Getting slaughtered. Ugh. That's okay. We'll make some pretty radical changes and adjustments to the green-white Value Town style of deck. And, be alright. You know? Gotta dive back in. It's been a long time since I've played. And, gotta check out where the meta is and do some adjusting and tweaking. But so far, we played against, like... What did we play against? Blue-red, like, so we played against, like, an Is It Control or, like, Jessica. Or, yeah, it wasn't Jessica. It was Is It for sure. They crushed us. We played against... I forget, something terrible and slaughtered us. Then we just played against Prowess. Those were some really close games. They were actually really fun. But, our sideboard sucks too. Like, I just threw something together just to start playing. And, but here we are. New game. We are going first. This hand looks pretty perfect, so we're going to go ahead and keep. This hand looks really good, actually. Let's go ahead and just play out a good old Noble. Like to play out the fetch lands last in case we say we get a Courser or we draw into just like a basic or something. We can play out our Courser and then have our fetch land to kind of manipulate the top. Just little things like that. So our opponent plays Scalding Tarn. Uncracked. Cracked Scalding Tarn. Hollowed Fountain. Path. Not a problem. We will absolutely take the path. We draw a knight. And we're going to go ahead and get this Voice of Resurgence out right now. Voice tends to be pretty good against decks playing Hollowed Fountain. Misty Rainforest cracks. Okay. Growth Spiral. Is this like a scape shift kind of thing here? So I feel like it might be. So let me go ahead here. Let's go ahead and get knight down. Pass turn. Kind of wonder what they're doing. This is what I mean. Like, it's been so freaking long since I played. Yeah, this is Scape Shift. This is some Omnath jazz, I think. Yep, I was right. Omnath, Locust of Creation. Landfall, things happen. So, it would be ideal to get rid of that crap. But you know what could get rid of that? Is that card right there. So we are going to go ahead and just take care of that there. Goodbye, Omnath. It's been fun. I'm only going to swing in here for 2. Because I will grow Knight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can basically... We could present lethal next turn by grabbing a Ghost Quarter. I don't really want to do that, but we could. There's a Dryad. That's scary if they have a Valakut. And they do. and they have 2 Valakuts. There's nothing we can do about this, unfortunately. Kind of the worst part about this is if we Ghost Quarter them right now, we give them a trigger to kill our elemental. But is that the worst thing, really? Because it does allow us to just get rid of... But it really sets us behind. It really sets us behind. Because I would like to go for this Collected Company. We can't. No, we have to... We have to do this, unfortunately. Because we cannot afford to... Yeah, it just is what it is. They're going to kill our elemental. I don't think we can afford to let that hit us for 6 every turn. Yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is here. And I also hate, you know, the fact that we're now down a land. Yeah, this is rough. This is really rough. But at least we will get a land back here. Oh man, Dryad. It's such a good card. You know, Dryad, it's a card I tried in Value Town. Maybe we'll revisit it. Oh, wow. Wow, that's some stuff. Sure. Sure. All right, I'm fairly certain we're gonna pack it in here. Yeah, let's just move on to the next one. Okay. We have like nothing for this. I think we just give it another go. Yeah, this deck is bonkers. Well, guys, maybe this this build of Value Town is poop. It's very possible. It doesn't feel good. It really doesn't. So I'll definitely have to do some tweaking here. I mean, honestly, this is just like my pet deck. This is just what I play in Modern. I can't help it. I've tried like a plethora of other decks. Well, we have a path. We have a knight. We're going to keep it. It's a one-lander. We have a bunch of dorks. Who cares, right? Who cares? What I did entertain was going Naya for kind of like a Ren and 6 sort of value engine with Knight. And doing like Magus of the Moon in the sideboard. It would be like a very light splash of red, which seemed really interesting to me. Land. Land. Go ahead and get Courser out. Just to start getting some of that life back. Run at 6. Kill the noble. Maybe. Okay, your Ren's gonna die. That's fine. Didn't even slow us down here. So let's at least go ahead and play this. Let's go to combat. Let's kill the Ren in 6. Let's play out Knight. There's a Valakut. So let's play Noble. Fetch land. There's a collected company. So we're never going to shuffle that away. So why don't we just play out... Why don't we just swing in for 5? We'll hold up path. Or how important is company here? I think pretty important, actually. I don't want to shuffle it away yet. So if they play a Dryad, okay, so Marsh Flats here. Might as well crack this, see what we get. Voice of Resurgence. That's really good. I like Voice of Resurgence. So we're going to be able to path and collected company. What do we got? Timely reinforcements. Okay. It's pretty solid. Buys them some time. Let's go ahead and Coco. On land, non-token, permanent. So might as well get a bird and a voice. There's a noble. We don't want that. We will take the knight, however. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we just... No, we can't win. So I want to continue to hold up path. You know what? I don't think I want to waste. We're going to draw a company next turn. There's no need to overextend into like a Wrath effect. We have a lot of board control here and board presence. If they're going to Wrath us, I would much rather obviously not play into it. Because it's like, yeah, I could Eternal Witness back a Collected Company, but it's not doing shit. Like, suppression field. Okay. Doesn't do too much against me. Doesn't do too much against me. I do hate that I wasn't using my mana like at all, but I just don't want to overextend. Let's go ahead and play that. Go here. Let's go ahead and collect a company main. We're going to get a token. Unless they catch it. Looks like they did. Skyclave suppression field. Tracker on top. Let's play out a knight. And they're down to 2. So if they wipe our board, we still have a voice token and we can just play a few creatures. Okay, moving on to game 3. Once again, we don't have anything for this matchup. We just have to hit the side of the deck that works. Yeah, I don't really think Veil of Summer's worth it. They don't play too. I mean, we're not seeing counter spells. Let's just submit and go. So that felt very reminiscent of, the good old days of what this deck does. Now, just to kind of trim the fat and get it more, get those that more more consistency with it. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I was talking about potentially going Naya. That light red splash. What do we got? Oh man, a lot of dorks and a little bit of interaction. What does this do? We're gonna keep it. I don't even care. This hand does nothing except play out a lot of mana dorks. Hey, there's a path. Listen, here's the thing. We got mana dorks for days. Technically, I should have played a bird out, and then I could have played a noble if I wanted to end up swinging with bird. I could. Maybe they'll path here, and I'll go and get another forest, and I'll play out 2 dorks next turn. Nope. Path is a nice pickup. Okay, so they're not really what I wanted to see, but that's okay. Company. Gonna go ahead, leave path open in case they draw or they play a dryad. We'll just immediately get rid of it. Can we get a land? Yes, no, maybe? That's okay. We're going to go ahead and put it on the bottom. No biggie. Oh, there's our land. Bird. Play a Gavany. Getting past turn. Opponent, we have more where that came from, sir. So this is probably Omnath. Not going to happen. And we have Skyclave for the Dryad. Now, the only unfortunate reality is we don't have another white source right now. I mean, we do with birds. Well, there we go. I was going to say we do with birds. Here we are. What do we got? Night Courser Tracker Voice. So we definitely want a Knight. I almost think just Night Courser here. The voice is really good, but I think Night Courser. There's an Eternal Witness, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and play that out. And then we are able to play out Skyclave next turn if they drop. If they drop it, if they have a Dryad. If they have a Dryad and not a second Valakut. Let's see what we got here. Suppression Field is fine. I want to draw that Eternal Witness. Perfect. another Skyclave. They're thinking about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd have 7 mana with Knight, which would allow us to still, we can Skyclave plus Eternal Witness. Huh. Well, no. You know what? We have enough mana. We can get rid of... Let's get rid of Suppression Field. We're going to get rid of this Valakut. Yeah, we're going to Ghost Quarter this Valakut. And then... we can Eternal Witness back. So I can play a Noble. Just to stay up on manas. Swing for 3. So I don't mind drawing another Skyclave. Yeah, I think we're fine. Because if they, like, with Dryad on the stack, is kind of when I can rip out a Ghost Quarter and hit Valakut. So I'm not too worried about it. And if they try to Suppression Field again, I'll do it. And I really don't mind keeping Skyclave on the top. We can just kind of whittle them down here. Supreme Verdict. Interesting. So, let's go ahead and Ghost Quarter here. And then we're going to take the time to fetch and find something useful on top of the library. That Temple Garden is not it. That Knight is fine. Try to play a Knight out. It hits. So now we have a 7/7. We can play our Eternal Witness and get back a path if they play something scary, like a Dryad, which I don't like. What do we rip here? A Courser, which is really good. But I want to definitely take this opportunity. fine. Gonna swing here. Gonna path me. You got it. Well, they got one card. 2 cards. Ren and 6. They're gonna get their Valakut. That's fine. They can have their Valakut. Get down to 19. Okay, well, they're empty-handed, so we can deal with the Dryad this turn. Gonna go ahead and grab Path to Exile. Yes. Get rid of that. We're down to 9. Play out our knights. See what they draw here. Can we just whiff once? Just need them to kind of whiff twice. Then I can maybe get a hold on what's going on. I'll absolutely trade if they want. Yep, let's go ahead and get rid of it. What do they got? Cycling. Growth Spiral. Okay. Land. Skews, which actually is not bad, but we need to get this knight going. We'll actually play them both out. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5, 8, 9, 11. Can't quite get them dead next turn. Is this a freaking Dryad? It is seriously a Dryad. No, it wouldn't be because they would have held it. Wait, why did they play their land first? That's weird. That was a misplay. Yeah, that was a pretty big deal. Actually, they have how many fetch lands? They just kill us. Wow, does that suck? Let's see. Unless he doesn't have any lands to fetch. Yeah, he absolutely has lands to fetch. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, don't let me untap because I can eat with skews. Yeah, that sucks. Good games, opponent. Yeah, Dryad is such a butthead of a card. Such a butthead of a card. Woof. Well, guys, that was League Match 3 or 4. This is Punt Factor getting slaughtered. More to come.